What's up, guys? George G back again, bringing you a quick observation that I made while playing Dark Souls 3. Now, as you know, if you watched any of the series coming up to this, you notice that I have been kind of being careful with the armor that I equip, trying to keep this kind of quick roll as far as the weight savings goes and the weight levels that there are in the game for the quick roll. So I've been playing the entire series now. I think we're on part 5. Trying to keep this golden ratio of 33.3. If you look on the top right of the screen, it does say weight ratio 33.3. This is the number that I thought was the threshold for a quick roll, right? So it looks fine. I've actually been playing the whole game used to this roll, like the spacing of it. I did not know, however, the weight ratio is actually 30. And the next step up until you get to what's called the fat roll is actually 70%. There's a lot of ratio in between 30 and 70%. I've been playing this game wrong the whole time. So let me go ahead and demonstrate what a quick roll is. This is under 30%, so I did unequip my armor. Watch this. So this actually goes a little further out. It's a little quicker, goes a little further. And that's kind of what I thought I was doing this whole time, five parts or however many parts it is. I've been avoiding equipping heavy armors, things like that, because I was trying to keep under this imaginary 33.3% ratio. So I've been equipping stuff like this, being very careful with my weight. I've been upgrading my, what is that called? The vitality, I think. Yeah, vitality is now it's the new thing for equipment load. I've been putting a lot of points into that, just trying to get that ratio down, right? But I am used to this kind of medium roll that I've been playing the entire game with, trying to like fight bosses and being weaker than I was able to do. So now what I could do is actually equip much heavier armors, much heavier weapons, things like that, and still have this medium roll. So what I wanted to do in this episode, that's not really an episode, this video, is equip some pretty good stuff. So you see, I was being very careful with things I equipped, try not to go over this line, but I could go down, I could equip lighter things and stay under the 30% threshold, but I am kind of used to the spacing though. If I did go to a quicker roll, I'd have to learn all that all over again. Be careful not to jump off of ledges, things like that. I do like this roll. This speed I'm used to it. You know, I've been playing the whole game with this. So let's go ahead and equip some better stuff. And I have a lot of room until 70%. That's a really high space between, a quick roll, medium roll, and fat roll. So I have a lot of weight that I could add. Basically, I always like these armors. They're much better, protection wise, and poise, very important. So if you look at the bottom right, you do see the equipment load and then the poise stature, the poise number there. The higher that is, it's harder to get staggered, which is happening a lot with the lighter armors. So if I scroll through, I do see that this is double the nearest one. These are all 12.41. These are really cool armors, by the way. The Nameless Knight and Fallen Knight, they look really cool. But this Lothric Knight armor, man, that's extra cool, you know? So I'm going to go ahead and equip that. And then I can go across these other armors and see how they're much weaker. But the poise goes down. Yeah, I don't really think there's anything better than that I have right now. And we're going to keep going. So this Ragged Mask is super light, but it doesn't provide much protection at all. So I can actually go in here and kind of see, what we're looking for. These also add poise as well. So I do have a few of these Lothric Knight helms which match. So let me go ahead and equip those. And I hope you don't hear there's a car alarm going off in my neighborhood. So hopefully you don't hear that in the recording. So we have Lothric Knight armor, Lothric Knight helm, and we're still way under the weight ratio of 70%. Sorcerer gloves is again another lightweight option. We can move that up, and just looking for the best thing. So obviously something with heavier weight is going to protect better. I'll put these Nameless Knight gauntlets on, and these Fallen Knight gauntlets are actually more heavy, and they have better stats. Not much better, but a little bit better. The poise goes down just a little bit, but probably not enough to notice. I mean, we'll go with this Fallen Knight gauntlets. And then the trousers, these are kind of like a balanced option that I was picking. Trying to get a little defense at the time. But now that I know that I can equip a lot higher stuff, let's go ahead and find something better. So these are the heavier ones. Nameless Knight leggings, Fallen Knight trousers. And then we have the dark leggings. These look really good. If you're looking at all the numbers that are, if you see that they're blue, that means that it's improving that stat. So this is probably the best set that I have right now. Let me go through all of them. These are all lightweight. But yeah, these dark leggings look pretty good. And my poise is now at 32. So if you can imagine, I was running through the whole game with barely any armor on, trying to keep that fast roll. So now look at our dude. He's looking pretty sharp there, you know? And I still got this nice medium roll that I'm used to, by the way. If I did go lighter, I would have to learn the just like the timing of the roll and like the spacing of it. I'm sure it's better, but this is something I'm used to already. And look at all this armor I'm wearing. It's ridiculous. My stats are way better now. Probably will last a lot longer, and I still have a lot of room to go. So if I wanted to equip something heavier, I could. You know? So let's find something that's heavy. Yeah, something like this would take me over. But like if I wanted to, I don't have enough strength for this butcher knife. Let me see, what else is this? Red hilted halberd. Okay, so we're at 69%. So we have a much heavier weapon on, you know, and I can still do my same roll, you know. It's the same medium roll that I'm used to playing the whole game. So probably a much stronger attack. I do like my weapons that I have now, but now that I know that I have some wiggle room, I can probably go back and you know, kind of like optimize it a little bit better. I can use the Uchigatana, 2 hands, you know, this is actually a dex weapon. I will be moving on to more like, I do have a lot of points in dex right now. If you look at the bottom left, towards the bottom, it says dexterity 23. So I do have a good amount of dexterity. So maybe I'll be exploring more heavier weapons. And yeah, it's going to be a different experience from now on, I think, when we start playing this game again. It should be a lot more fun, a lot more, you know, harder to die. I was dying pretty easily because I was just getting like 2-shotted or whatever. A lot of the bosses would just kind of swipe me and stun me, and then I'd be lined up to die right away. So I should probably last a little bit longer with this setup now. I do have some really heavy armors on, but I think there are more heavier armors coming up. I haven't got there yet, but I think this is going to make the game feel much different than it has been, and I just wanted to kind of talk about that for a little bit. So thanks for being here for this video. If you learned something from it, that'd be really cool. Feel free to drop a like if you like this video and this type of video. And feel free to just subscribe to the channel if you want to see a little bit more, or if you want to see us when we do live stream this game and kind of get to test out this armor stuff. So yeah, just wanted to run that by you guys and kind of let you know how it's going. And yeah, we'll see you later. Thanks for being here, guys. Take care.